crypto guy. Why is he still here? This is the last one, so hopefully that woke everybody up a little bit. I want to thank Helen for that nice introduction, Maria, and the rest of the team here. It's been a great experience for us so far. Crypto is complex, and I know a lot of you at the institutional level are trying to get your hands around it. How can we support this? How can we invest in it? And we've solved two critical problems on both sides of the equation here. We've built data analytics and a market intelligence platform that helps people come up the learning curve, navigate this ecosystem. And on the other side, we work directly with these protocol communities to standardize the data that's coming out of their projects and ultimately create something analogous to EDGAR for financial reporting for decentralized communities. I'm going to start with some numbers, just to give you a sense of scale and how well we've been performing as a company. Kind of speaks to the pain point in this market. We've grown to about 18 million in revenue on an annualized basis. Our headcount has grown 4x year over year. Gross margins are above 80% for this business. Net dollars retained up 6 times. So people like crypto, right? And we're just starting to get into the meat of the enterprise offering that we've been building for the last 4.5 years. Now, the bigger question is, what's going to happen next? And this is where my experience comes in. I've lived through a couple of these cycles now, been 9 years in the industry, was on the founding team at Digital Currency Group, which is a $10 billion investment manager focused on the space. Rebuilt CoinDesk in 2015, 2016 during one of the really deep winters. That's the largest media brand in the space. And that's really informed how we've built this business. All this has been done on zero net burn from our investors all time. So 3 things you got to ask yourself going forward, and I'm sure you're having these discussions internally. There's quarter-to-quarter pressures. Are we going to really go all in on crypto when it's down 70% since we started the program? I don't think it was correlated, but we're talking about 3 key things that we look for in the market. The first one is what happens in each cycle with talent. We've seen tens of thousands of really high-quality professionals come in from Wall Street, from big tech over the course of the last couple of years. That's usually a one-way street for people that are coming into crypto. The market cap is down, but when we talk about tens of billions of dollars of capital, this is dry powder on balance sheets that's going to get deployed during the cycle for the next infrastructure phase. And if you look at the last couple of years, the innovations that we've seen in DeFi and NFTs and DAOs, they look like toys today, but these are all innovations that are not going to be uninvented. We're going to be able to build on this for the next few years, and the 5-10-year play is still intact. So the next thing you have to think about is, okay, what's going to be the stickiness of the customers right now? Who's actually going to be doing the building? And we don't focus on speculators at all, right? We think about 3 personas. 2 of these are going to look pretty familiar to people in this room. So Victor, the protocol specialist, Gary, the grower. Victor's the guy that's working with your compliance team to make sure that you can do deep asset diligence, monitor these protocols on an ongoing basis, never miss a really material update. Gary's probably in corp dev or investing, focused on thematic research and making sure that you're staying abreast of the key trends in the industry, seeing where the integration opportunities might be. And then on the other side of that equation, you've got Pam, the protocol leader. Her needs don't change just because the token is down 80%. Still got to communicate with her communities, which includes people like Victor and Gary. Still need to facilitate governance discussions and still need to grow and get to the next phase of growth in the cyclical market that we've been in. And so that's where we come in. We work with 600 companies, blue chip names in the industry on both sides of the equation here, the custodians, the wallets, the major funds, and the top protocols to standardize some of this information flow. And ultimately, we've positioned ourselves to capitalize on a network effect and flywheel that gets stronger with each incremental customer on both sides of the business. I think right now about 2% of our revenue is in traditional finance, so we expect many of the folks that trust us within the crypto industry to start migrating into fintech, and we think that the financial services companies are going to look first to who the industry insiders trust, and that's Messari. Finally, as you're thinking about some of the things you're going to need to support these assets, we've got a highly differentiated offering. We're talking about things like risk questionnaires, corporate actions equivalents, 10 Qs, and kind of quarterly reporting frameworks that we've built from a bottoms-up basis. Standardized blockchain metrics and financial data from these entities, and then of course some research and analysis tools that you'd expect to see from a traditional platform like an S&P or a Bloomberg. So I encourage you to stop by the booth. We've got a few of the folks from the team here, and excited to tell you a little bit more. If you haven't met with us already, we'll give you a demo and try to demystify crypto a bit more. Thank you.